So you can catch me in the hood like food and liquor. With a pizza man like, nah, we don't deliver. So I gotta go get the dough, gotta make a pickup. They say God bless, and no, I ain't hiccup. Catch me in the hood like food and liquor. With a pizza man like, nah, we don't deliver. So I gotta go get the
It's an environment that's not conducive to success. It's one that just perpetuates an existence that ultimately will lead to an unproductive individual in society.
The violence was so great, and where killings and shootings and things were kind of an everyday occurrence.
Hoop dreams, everybody trying to ball, talking to this young head like back you gotta fall, peep the score, we ain't all tall, NBA born, athletes I have to preach, cause in the hood them teachers don't wanna teach, and the pops is gone, the same old song, the block gets pops till the youngin' is grown, the hustlers got the newest shoes on.
I think the community understands that the organizations in the Perry School are here to help them. We're trying to get people jobs, we're trying to get them health services, we are working on education, we have daycare, and so I don't think they look upon us as a negative influence, but actually as a positive influence in their lives and for their families. The mission of the Perry School really is to eradicate poverty through coordinated and comprehensive services in youth development, social services, and economic empowerment. We have a defined service area of about 9 census tracts in the North Capitol Street area of DC. 8 of those census tracts have poverty rates of 20% or more. And our mission really is to eradicate that poverty over time.
Our young people are coming from a very impoverished background. I think our service area is one of the poorest in the city, with the median income way below national standards. So that becomes the issue that a lot of kids have to really address, because the issue of it is that if you're poor, you're missing a lot of the basic needs that other kids across the city would have. So our kids necessarily don't have 2-parent homes, they don't necessarily have the basic needs that a normal house would have in terms of food and things of that nature. So it becomes a challenge for them, and so what they try to do is create other means of trying to recreate things that are missing in their life. So that's i.e. be it the deviant behaviors, joining a gang.
We've taken on many different kinds of projects, but they all come together to try to help families become stabilized and self-sufficient. So many of our clients walk in, and a lot of them have children, and most of them that we've had the occasion to work with either need a job or need some further educational, like a GED. And so that's the job training, and if they have children and stuff, we encourage the parents to enroll them in the after-school program at the youth development. So that's how we blend. When a client comes in and it works with any of the different workers on any of the different programs, if they assess that they need jobs and stuff, they'll just walk them right down to the job training that day.
Well, I just want to inform y'all, Perry School help me get a job.
And try to make a referral that's appropriate and that they get hooked into the services.
Perry School, good school. Me and my wife came through here past 2 years and they helping us out. So, God bless y'all.
What just happened? You got a job, right?
Yeah, got a job. Yeah.
So much matters. That's awesome.
That's all that matters. All right, thank you.
Well, I think from the holistic perspective, the fact that we deal with the various age groups from the youth through adults sort of embraces the population that we deal with here in the Ward 5 area, which is our service area. So while we're empowering the youth through junior high school and elementary school, as we catch the adults, we begin to reinvent or retrain them to achieve the goals that they may have passed them by at one time or another.
Without a GED, many of the people who range in age from 16 to 65 are underemployed or unemployed. Many have no hope of advancing in their present positions because they don't have a high school diploma. That's right, family, okay.
Family is the subject, or force.
There you
Not
go.
is
See,
force.
now you're getting it. There you go.
I'm about ready to go take my test.
Great.
And thanks to Ms. Davis and Mr. Rose, I'm able to do that. So right now I'm on algebra and math.
Wilma is so excited about the graduation. She may be the first person in her family to have graduated. And, you know, that's sort of mind-blowing. Here we are in 2008, but that's where we are.
If anybody, you need a GED, Prairie Hill, high school diploma, some kind of way, you know, to get yourself a further in life, because any job you try to get, you don't have no GED or high school diploma, they're not trying to hire you.
Money talks, I don't even speak now. Though I count in clothes that I can't even pronounce.
The stability of resources become a real challenge for any not-for-profit. But for one like Perry, which is determined to work in a particular area with a particular clientele, the challenges are pretty fierce.
The Teen Mentoring Program was a program, again, that I had started. We started working on it. We had got funding from the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. It worked pretty good for 3 years. We subsequently lost the funding.
Some of the setbacks are the finance, the not being able to get all the grants that we need to keep the programs going, because we're heavily grant funded by the city. So if the city has a cutback and they cut back our grants, then we either have to let staff go.
It's very difficult to get commitments from foundations or from other sources for more than 1 year. So you all started each year as like a brand new year without commitments for multi-year funding. And yet the mission, our mission of eradicating poverty is by its nature a multi-year mission. And so we and our board believe that we should try to seek more public funding as a way of guaranteeing that there'd be funding over a period of time to ensure that the services would be available, you know, to serve the people.
Financial questions, I think, are going to persist. Paul McGillicuddy, the director of this Perry Center, wants to undergo a strategic plan, and we want to be real helpful and supportive in that, because we have to figure out, as a board member, as somebody who cares, how can Perry flourish in trying times? And that strategic plan, I think, will be important. We want to bring resources to the table for that as well.
I was asking you if you want your balance due withdrawn from your checking, as it says you owe.
Yeah, they can withdraw from the check.
Okay.
But actually, the volunteers we have are more zealous than some of the staff members, because when you work in the human service industry, it can be a burnout industry. Sometimes you take too much of yourself, of the participants, home with you that eventually you kind of burn out and become a very angry person. So the youth and the youthfulness and the zealousness of the volunteer is always a good shot in the arm to our organization.
Students, smart, wonderful, intelligent students with skills, to be able to help Perry develop in ways that it wants to and might not have the money or the resources, time to be able to do it.
We still see a major role for the center into the indefinite future.
You know, I had a lot of tragedies in my life, so I mean, I took too long to get myself together. I should have did it in the beginning when I had the chance to, but it's not too late now, so you know, I try to get my stuff together now. Maybe take some college classes, something like that. But for right now, I just got my film producing classes I'm trying to take and finish that up and get this GED, and I'll be ready to do whatever I want to do after that. My name's Derek Lewis, and I attend Perry School.